Humber taught me to never let my starting point designate where my finish line would be. That once you get a set of skills, you can take them and apply them anywhere and everywhere in life. As a child who grew up with one of the have-nots as opposed to the have-mores, I've learned that trades are a great way to get a heads up on life. You get a step forward because the training is paid, you get benefits, you have a camaraderie with your people as you learn, as you're taken under a wing. And because we're in such high demand now, there's no shortage of work. The dirt washes off, the skill, the respect remains. Boilermakers are a trade that works on pressure vessels. We weld, we install, we remove pressure vessels in all capacities. We work in pulp and paper mills, steel mills, refineries, power generation, nuclear and previously coal-fired. We work everywhere, be it commercial, industrial, residential. We can always be found on site. It's just part of the trade, it's what we do. Oh, the classroom. I remember the classroom. We were a bunch of young men that were goofing around, having a grand old time, learning everything we could. Whether it was in the shop, whether it was in the classroom, there was a sense of brotherhood. We were on a journey together, knowing that the next 30 years we were probably going to run into each other all over Ontario and share the memories of where we've been. So it's a good place. It was a really good place to start. The first one that comes to mind was at a coal-fired plant in Nanticoke. We were working on what's known at the time as an SCR project. It's a catalytic reaction. We were adapting the coal-fired plants to create these new units. What they did was they had these containers that you would put in that would, as the flue gases would pass through the stack, would take out 90% of the impurities. At that time, it was cutting-edge green technology. It was using the cheap resources that we had to create a better environment for all. It was one of the first steps. And I was there in the middle of winter for numerous months, and it was an incredible time. I just remember taking part in something that I thought, this is going to change the future. This is going to make people's lives better. Innisfil is older than Canada. When the town you live in is older than the country itself, it shows you the history it has within the lands. And the second thing, which many people don't know, people assume Innisfil is a small town. We're rural, we have agriculture. Innisfil has the same square footage approximately as Mississauga. So that'll put it into perspective how large a landmass the city is. We're building 6,000 homes. We signed a pledge to the province to build another 6,000 homes by 2031, and we're planning on doubling our residents by 2051 to over 90. Well, there's a lot of building going on. You can look in every part of Innisfil and see building. One of our biggest projects is the Orbit. It's the first of its kind in Ontario and even Canada, a 50-minute walkable city. We're creating a GO station with 3 buildings around that people can travel to Toronto without using a vehicle. And they can walk, shop, live anywhere within 15 minutes, parks. It's all giving people ease of access and assisting them with finding affordable housing. If I can't choose one there's so many, I just can't choose. There's a lot of good people that own restaurants here. One of my favorite events actually is Pitch-In Day. Now, what it is on one day, usually around May, we plan, the entire town comes out. Everything is donated from local businesses, the gloves, the bags, the sanitation wipes. We have coffee, donuts, everything is given freely. And all people do is they come out, they go to a map at one of our local fire stations, they choose a path, they choose a park, they choose a road, they choose a street, and then they go clean it. They pull everything out of the ditches, they pull everything off the road, and they leave these yellow bags by the side of the road. At the end of the day, we meet at the park and we have a barbecue, once again, all donated, where we give away prizes, we have barbecues, we have a celebration. It is the one day that the town is unified with one sole purpose. We beautify Innisfil. It is incredible because by 10 o'clock in the morning, if you sleep until 10 o'clock in the morning and you go out to pick up garbage along an area, On the way there, all you see are rows of yellow bags, no matter where you go. Everybody comes out because they have pride in their town. It's such a simple thing, one day, and the results are phenomenal. Oh, take your pick. We have ice fishing in the winter. We have Friday Harbor. We have an antique market. All year round, we have craft shows at various locations. We have 255 miles of trails that people can walk or bike on. We have 39 parks in the town. Like, there's nothing, you can come up here and there's something for everybody. I started out, oddly enough, as the vice chair of my son's school council. After one meeting, I got bumped up to chair. Had no clue what I was doing at the time, but I dug in, went elbows deep into it. I was chair for a number of years after that, where I joined council. I was the Ward 5 councillor. During that time, I chaired the pitch-in committee. I was a member of the library board. I chaired an ad hoc committee during COVID called Helping Hands, where we gave microgrants to residents in need. Now, as deputy mayor, I'm on the audit committee, the traffic safety committee. I'm also, I chair the heritage committee. I'm a vice chair of the economic development committee for the county of Simcoe, as well as a county councillor. So it's been a fun ride, but I just keep on rising to the challenge, and I'm loving every minute of it. The only thing that's changed is the outfit. I'll say that. It went from cotton coveralls to a suit, and that's it. It's the same mentality. Go in, learn as much as you can in the opportunity you've been given. Lift others with you. Work together as a team. The idea being that whether you're on a crew, whether you're running a crew, or whether you're running a city, your job is to lift the people up with you. Your job is to help them understand what they're capable of and help them make it a reality. Oh no, that one I can answer flat out. That's my son. He looks at me as what a man is supposed to be. He judges the world by the standards I set. So every day I get up and I show him that it's never going to be easy. It's never going to be simple. There are times that there will be reprieve and you will relax and you will enjoy the fruits of your labor. But you have to keep pushing. And when I see the respect and love in his eyes, there's nothing that can replace that. That keeps me going every day. I'm part of the solution, not the problem. I help fix things. I'm moving forward and addressing concerns with people either across the dinner table or in a council chamber. I do it over phone, I do it over text, I do it over email. When you can be a positive influence in someone's life by assisting them or even getting them in the right direction or answers, that's the way it should be. That's what we're here for. We're here, I said it before and I'll say it again, we lift each other up. And it's something I tell everybody. I said there are jobs that feed the family, but there are also jobs that feed the soul. And I am very blessed to have this one. Ultimately, anybody who wants to follow their passion, don't hold back. When it comes down to it, we're given one certainty when we're born, is that one day we're not going to be on this earth anymore. So while you're on the ride, enjoy it, explore, investigate, question, ask. You don't know the things you don't know until you find out. It could be a book, it could be a course, it could be a piece of technology, it could be a friendship. Never stop questioning, exploring, investigating, or asking. It's just the greatest piece of advice I can give anybody. My name is Kenneth Fowler. I graduated from the Boilermaker Apprenticeship program in 2001. I am currently the Deputy Mayor of the Town of Innisfil, and I thank you for for taking the time to hear my story today.